Stitchy friends, welcome to my channel. My channel is Creative Country Girl. That's me, Tammy Blaylock. I'm from Indiana, and I call myself Creative Country Girl because I live in the country. I have a window right here, and I've always lived in the country, and I like to be creative. So, my name's Tammy Blaylock, if I hadn't told you that before. This is a Flosstube channel, and it's all about cross-stitching and sewing and all of my creative endeavors. It's been a while since I've been here. A lot has happened. I think it was October or November. I'm a teacher, and school has been crazy for me this year. It's been a rough year. And this year we've had students back full-time the entire year, which has been great. It's what they need. But for someone that has autoimmune issues, I've got 3 issues plus fibromyalgia and a couple other things. Energy is pushed to the max. It's been a trying year, and I'm actually getting ready to go back to work after being off this past week by my doctor for a severe case of bronchitis. My immune system is just shot, and when those kiddos share, they share everything, including their germs. And I love my students. I love them so much, but I got pretty sick. And I'm going back to school well, not next week, but tomorrow. Today is Sunday, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Welcome to my channel. If you've subscribed to me in the past, I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. But like I said, I haven't been here for 6 months. I've had several health issues, and I've had to take off here and there, and work just wipes me out. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to continue this now. I've told myself many times, oh, it's Christmas break, you need to get one in. Well, I just couldn't. It's spring break. So I'm doing it now. So I'm going to try to hustle and get this done, so it's not a very long one today. Let me show you a couple of things. Let's see. What am I going to do? I'm going to share a couple of things that I'm into right now. And some things that you guys might not know about me might be included in this. I'm a vintage lover. I have been for a very long time. I love the 1940s, 30s, the 1950s. And I started collecting vintage a long time ago. I'm going to have to reach. And this is a collection of ceramics by Esco, and I believe it was started in the 40s, and it's called Snappy Snail. And this actually is a creamer. Is that right? Yes, a creamer. And there's a little spout. And this little guy was the sugar. There's a little lid. I'm going to put them back here. This guy, the Big Daddy, was the hors d'oeuvre holder. See the little toothpick holders? So like when you're in the 50s and you have your friends over for, you know, cards or bridge or whatever, you could cube some cheese in, and then they just pick them out, and, you know, yeah. And then I have 2 more pieces that go to that collection. And that is the salt and pepper shaker. So it's hard to find the snails with their antennae still attached. They usually harden and then they get broken off very, very easily. So they still have their stoppers. I only have the 5 pieces to this collection. There's a couple more pieces I want to get. So I'm always on the hunt for them. That is one thing that I'm into right now. And then this is brand new. This has to do with cross stitching and sewing. This, I subscribe to the Fat Quarter Shop, the monthly box, sewing box. I cannot remember what it's called for the life of me right now. Anyway, this was in March's box, and it's called the 2-in-1 Happy Mat. I don't think it's available by itself. It was an exclusive, but it's silicone. And I'm using this actually for my cross stitch. It is good. I have 2 cats. One has relatively longer hair, and her hair doesn't just fall. It kind of like not fly, but you know, it's so fine. And no matter what I'm doing, her hair ends up on every stitched piece. And so this, I could brush it off. It's kind of like those seam rippers that we use that have the silicone tip. That's what this is, but it's a brush. And I love it. So I've emailed Fat Quarter Shop and told them that they need to sell this individually and steer it towards cross stitchers. I think they made it for quilters for the wool mats, to clean off the wool mats, and it works really well for that too. But I have something upstairs that works in my sewing room that works for that. So that is something I'm into right now. So I am going to get into whips right now, right away, so I can get moving. This is part of haul, I guess you could say. It's also part of my whips. I have a sweet friend, a dear friend, that went to Needlework Market. You lucky girl, you. Her name is Dan. A lot of you know her on Flosstube and Instagram. She is Crazy Band Lady Stitches. Just like it sounds, crazy band, as in horns and drums, and she loves marching bands. Lady Stitches. And she sent me this kit by the Primitive Hair. It's called Cross Stitch Collector. And I started it the other night when I was up late due to coughing. And I stitch kind of backwards from most people. I start in the lower right hand corner and then move over and up. And this is all I've got right now. I'm not going to take it out of its hoop. Yeah, I'm not using the called for colors. I am using the linen it came with, but I'm just switching out my colors. And I love that one. Another one, if you've been watching me on Instagram this week, while I've been sick, I'll sit in my recliner out in the living room and put Flosstube on, and then I've just been stitching away on this. This is a kit that I want to take to, here it is, to StitchCon with me next month. It's Plum Street Samplers, a new constellation. Sorry about the glare. I jumped up. I was down here on the flag a week ago. I just had it down to like the first 3 stripes from the bottom. But I've got most of this done and most of this done. But I want to get all of this done except for the light blue, because that's going to be fill-in. And I want to do the fill-in at StitchCon. That way I don't have to worry about counting, and I could talk all I want. So I actually just took this off of my stand yesterday because I'm taking a break on it for a couple of weeks. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'll pick it back up in probably the week before StitchCon and make sure I have that entire middle rectangle filled in except for the light blue. That way when I get to StitchCon, I'll be able to just concentrate on that light blue. So I'm doing really well on that. And I didn't think I would get a lot of stitching done this week just because I've been sleeping a lot and the coughing. But I actually got a lot more done than what I thought I would. This is in one of my bags. It's one of my bags from last year. I am a bag maker. I'll show you more about those later. Another one I am working on right now is called Look for the Beauty by Bent Creek. This is one I was taking to work with me and working on during my lunch hour. I kind of messed it up, so I paused with it for a little bit. I'm changing the colors. I'm going by their chart, but I'm changing the colors a little bit to be more my colors. And I messed up on the flowers. Their daisies are more of a gray, and I wanted true daisies, so I changed the color of my fabric. But I'm only stitching, this is 18 count fabric, and I used white, but it wasn't showing up the way I wanted it to, so I tried to back stitch over them, and that didn't work. So then I tried stitching another layer on top, and that just got really messy. So now I have to rip it out, and I got mad at her and put her in timeout. And that's where she still is. So that's where she's staying. This is another one of my bags. Let me show you this. I have been working on, this is what I put in my stand last night. It's Barbara Anna's All Creatures Great and Small. And I worked on this for a couple of hours last night. When I'm in the living room on my chair, this is what I like to stitch on, especially, let me take that back. I use this when I'm on a high count, like this is 40 count, and while I'm in my chair. And it just helps me, I stitch the sewing method while this is in, and I get it done quicker and faster. And that's where I'm at right now. I've got the bottom corner done. I had most of it done except for the house already. So I had to stitch a couple layers of the ground and finish up the water yesterday. And then I started on the house last night. And I stitched until I got tired, and then I went to bed. But this is a case creation, I think is what it's called. It's a table stand, but I'm on a recliner, and it just works perfect. It just sits in my lap, and it's at the right level. So yeah, there's that one. Let me see. I started this one a week ago, and this is on 18 count Aida. This is a Plum Street Samplers. His and her Thanksgiving stockings. I'm just going to throw that down there. This is 18 count Aida that was white, and I dyed it, tea-dyed it. And I started on the man, on his stocking. And this was just one night. I think it was like Monday night or Tuesday night when I was sick. And I was in bed, didn't want to get in the recliner. So I just, when I'm doing 18 count Aida, I could stay in bed and just do it by hand. Let's see. This is something that I restarted over spring break. And this is actually what got me back into cross stitching again a couple of years ago. Fat Quarter Shop had a commercial online, and it was about Lori Holt's Prim Stitch series. And so I signed up for it right then and there because I just loved it. This is basically what I started with. Yeah, it's tiny. This is 25 count 1/1, and I loved it. But it got to be really hard, 1/1, so I stopped, and then I restarted it, and I moved up to a linen, and I think this is 40 count vintage country mocha, 2/2, something like that, and thought this was perfect. Didn't like it. So spring break, guess what I did? I pulled out some 18 count Aida, and now I'm stitching it all in hand. Yeah, 3rd time's a charm. So I am not restarting it. I told myself I am done restarting this. I love the colors. I've picked my own colors. They are all Classic Colorworks, Weeks Dye Works. I think that's what they all are. And they're my colors. So I took Lori Holt's colors and chose what worked for me. They're very similar. They're just different tones, brighter tones. And 18 count Aida, this is Seraphim Fabrics Mayday. I love Seraphim. It's one of my favorite dyers. So both in 40 count linen and the 18 count. I'm not going to toss these out. I'm going to cut them apart and make little pillows or something out of that. This is another one that I've recently worked on. This is my bag. It's a strawberry bag. This is the Berry Keeper by Brenda Gervais. And I have this on a Lugana, I believe. Yes. Not for sure what the count is. Probably 28. I wanted it big. My local needlework shop, Always in Stitches, has a model up of this. And it's big. They stitched it big on an Aida. I wanted Lugana. This is tea-dyed by myself. And some of the colors are called for, like the greens, the blue-green of her dress. I picked it myself, hand-picked it. And the rest of it, I think most of it is called for. But I wanted it to be bigger. And it is definitely going to be bigger. I love her, and she is going to be a focus. I want to get her done this summer sometime. So that is her. I put most of these on my bags. These are like luggage tags. When you purchase a bag from me, these come with it. And I have business cards made two different ways. My regular business cards are like this, and then on the back it's got my information. But then I also make business cards where the back is blank. That way I get my label maker out, or I even just write on the back of the card what project is in that bag. Because I have a lot of whips. A lot. And I cannot remember what's in each bag. So this one I will remember. But, yeah, when you purchase a bag from me, they automatically come with this. You can always take this off, you know, if you don't want it. But for me, a person that has a lot of whips, these are very helpful. Right, Zan? Let me see. What else do I have? This one is My Wish for You by Beth Twist. Ah! I found my glasses. I was wondering where those were the other day. Yay. So My Wish for You is from Beth Twist. It came out back in the fall. And I got it right away because I ordered it straight from Beth at the Quilter Station retreat back in September that I went to in Kansas City. And I'm using Called for Colors. This is a 40 count. And that's where I'm at. I am stitching this one in hand right now. This is actually going to be a gift. I think. I don't know. I'm loving it, so I might end up keeping it. What is the color of the fabric? I don't have the card in here. I've got it somewhere. Here's the threads. They're so pretty. I am possibly changing them a little bit as I go. I might want to put more blues in there, a little bit more autumny colors. So that's the plan. This one is in a little gnome bag that I made. This one was a restart. Xana and I are both working on this. The blue flower, wildflowers. This is for our hashtag Wildflower Wednesday. And it doesn't have to be this one, just any type of wildflowers. I had started this on a piece of linen, one of the 12 by 12 on, what was it? New Year's Eve? Yeah, it was put on by Kia B and Pam from Just Keep Stitching, hosted by them. I think it's Kia's brainchild though. And I stitched it on the fabric the wrong way. And thankfully, I realized it after working on it for 1 or 2 days. So I stopped. And then I was looking at new linen to stitch it on. And I totally changed everything out. So this is my new fabric. I haven't cut it yet, so I have a lot of excess. This is Zweigart 40 count. I think it's called Icelandic blue linen. And I am using silks on this. And I'm changing the colors as I go. I just have various silks in here. And I'm picking them as I go. There's some Splendor in here. I have some MPIs in here. Yeah. So just lots of different silks. And this probably is in one of my most favorite project bags I've ever made. Just because this is me to a T. This fabric combo is everything that I love. It's a 30s based fabric in green. Green's my favorite color. It's been my favorite color since I was little. Blues are right after that. So I adore this bag. I found this. I cannot remember where I found that. And then there's a daisy button. And I made one for my friend that matches, because matching bags are the best bags. And then this is another one that I've started, I believe, on that same 12 by 12 New Year's Eve. Farm Life by Little House Needleworks. These sheets are basically for school use. They're basically, you could put a paper in them, and students use dry erase markers that you can wipe off. I have multiple. I use these in the library all the time. But I bought a lot one year when they were on sale really cheap, and I haven't used them all. And I started going through my office one day and found them, and I was like, ooh, those would be good. So they protect my charts more than a regular page protector would. So this is a small start, and this is on Ada 18 count latte. I don't know where it's from. I think I got this back at StitchCon last year. So it's a very small start. but I will get back to this summer. This has been in the back of my brain, and I'm starting to really get itchy to work on it. I'm almost through here, and then this is the last one I've worked on recently, I believe, for the most part, but I haven't worked on it in a while because this is the one that started in January, the Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm. I don't even have the first one finished yet. This is on, I believe, a 36 count linen, just a natural linen. And I waited to start it until like February because when it started, you got the first one, which the first one is the one that went in the upper left-hand corner. Well, I don't stitch that way, and that really messes me up when I switch it out. So I went ahead in February. I said, well, I just need to start it so that I don't get behind. And this is just where I'm at. So I was switching. I'm just going to put them where I want to put them. I now have 5 of these, and this is the only one. So I need to get working on these because I would love to have this done when fall comes around. I don't know if that's going to happen. Probably not. Is that it? I think that's it. As far as my whips go, I did not pull any finishes just because I wanted to get in here and get this done this morning. I was getting ready to go upstairs to work on a quilt this morning, and I was walking halfway upstairs, and I just turned right around and told myself, nope, you have to go do a Flosstube. So I pulled what I had right here, and I didn't want to take a lot of time because if I went upstairs to get my finishes, I would start quilting and it would be done. So let me show you. I do have this kitted up. This is part of haul, I guess. We could start that a little bit. My haul, of course, I had to buy this like everyone else on Flosstube. Plum Street samplers. You seeing a trend? I'm really getting into Plum Street right now. There's just something that I'm seeing that I just love with Plum Street. So I have kitted this up with all of the called for colors. I do not have fabric in here yet. So this is still on my desk. I have to choose fabric, and I want to get started on this soon. This is actually one of my new bags that I designed for the spring. I love it. I adore it. Look at that daisy. It's like a tealy, and then the crocheted lace, and then the pink to go with it. And the back is the pink. So this will be on my website this week if you're interested. I have that one kitted up, and I think that's all I've got kitted up right now. Who am I kidding? These are all kits. These are all kitted up projects. That's another video. This is another of my new bags, spring bags. Look at those cottontails. It's got like a white Gerber daisy and the stripes on the top, and then on the back, it's got the green zipper. And then this is also a new bag. This is Blackbird Threads That Bind fabric, and it's quilted. It's only going to be available in the small size, and it comes with the pink at the top and the pink at the back, and a crocheted pom-pom. Okay. What else? I did bring this as a finish. I made this actually just yesterday for my daughter. She works for an animal nonprofit in Indianapolis, and she is like their fundraising guru. She graduated from IU with a degree in nonprofit management, and so she loves all the critters. And this fabric she bought from Spoonflower. It's a canvas. She wants a tote that she can just throw things in to go to work and not worry about it. So yeah, and it's got a big roomy pocket, and then I thought if she had papers, I have a slip pocket and then a zippered pocket over here, and then 2 side pockets. So I did make that this week. What else? Any more haul? Yes. This stuff just came in recently. Last weekend, if you were watching Just Keep Stitching, Steph said that this is no longer available. So I'm not kidding it up or anything. There's nothing in here I'm dying to stitch right now, but I wanted, while I could find a copy, I wanted to get it. Blackbird, the bells on Christmas Day. Fat Quarter Shop, I placed an order a couple weeks ago, and I got just a couple pieces of fabric. This is Fiber on a Whim 18 count Ada cornflower. It's a really pretty blue. And then they also have Vintage Country Mocha 20 count. I wanted 18 and 20 counts so I could stitch in hand without any magnification. And I was like at $65. And for Fat Quarter Shop, if you place an order to $80, you don't have to pay for shipping. So I got a couple. I don't know if this is really, if many know this, but Weeks Dye Works sells floss in tubes. It's 45 yards, and I think they're like $5. So it's really worth it. And so I added a couple of those. This is, oh, and I also got Cactus is a new Weeks Dye Works color. It's like a bluey green, really pretty. Can't remember what else I got from Fat Quarter Shop. It was all sewing related. I'm not including any of my quilting. This is, I think I ordered this just from Amazon. It's a Zweigart 18 count something. It's was $20. And I like to get the 18 count. I am not, when it comes to stitching, I'm not a fabric snob. I like what I like. This is something I could take in the car with me, and I don't have to worry about magnification at all. And then this is more Vintage Country Mocha, $20. So I grabbed that. I subscribe to Color and Cotton, the primitive and neutral floss colors. These are wonderful to work with. And then also, thank you, lovely Steph, for spending my money for me. Last week, she showed a kit that she purchased at Quilter Station. She went to the April Cross Stitch Extravaganza retreat that was at the end of April last month. And in the back room, they had a lovely kit, and I called and purchased. I love how this was sent. This is all of the linen, came with a pair of scissors, the floss, the backing fabric, and then it comes with the chart. So it's a scissor keep, a scissor pocket, join hand in hand. There's an eagle and a red house, and I saw it, and I immediately called first thing Monday morning and talked to Rita herself, and yes, they had one and left, and yeah, I had them send me that puppy. What else? Anything else I have laying around? No. Okay, I think I'm good. Let me share. I just stuffed a few of these back here. Okay. These are things that I am kitting up right now. Some of them have fabric, some don't. Most of them have the floss. So I got this last year at StitchCon, Midsummer Song. I love it. I adore it. I want to start this summer. So that is almost ready to go. And then this is Glare of the Sun sampler. It is by Stitches Through the Years. And I have got this all kitted up except for one floss. And these were in my stash. And I was watching my friend Zan. And she just started this one. And I thought, oh, how cute. So I pulled it out. And I'm working on that one. That one's called In Good Company. And then next to it was Rest a While. And I think I almost love him more. So I pulled him out too. I need to get a couple more flosses for them. So, I feel like I've ran through this, but I wanted to get it done. I will share this stuff in another video coming up, I'm sure. News. I am going to StitchCon in June, the first weekend, weekend A. I'm very excited. I am taking bags with me. Barb will have them in the annex. I'm also taking stitching mats. They will be available to purchase. If you're interested in anything else, send me a message through Instagram or leave me a comment below and I'll see what I can do. I'm excited for StitchCon. I cannot wait. Zan is actually traveling with Sarah from Sarah E, I believe. Sarah from Memphis. They're coming and we're going to go to where Pam and Steph Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio on the Wednesday before. So I'm excited about that. I do have a stitching group that meets at my local cross stitch store. It's not local to me, it's an hour away, but it's the closest one and it's my place. It's my heaven. It's called Always in Stitches in Noblesville, Indiana. We are called Stitchers and Stitches. The store is called Always in Stitches, so I kind of made a play off of the store name, and we're called Stitchers and Stitches. We meet once a month. If you are local to Noblesville area or Indiana and you would like to join us, let me know. You do have to sign up through the store. You also have to let me know. So we would love to have more join us. There is a limit as to how many. We have a few spots open, but not many. That started in January and it's lots of fun. So would love to have you there. My website is tammyblaylock.com. And I am making right now as the orders go. So it takes me just a couple of days to get orders out. And what I have available is mostly online. However, there is a lot of fabric that I have that I am pulling out. So, you know, if you want a 4th of July bag, an Independence bag or something like that, I do have fabrics. I have lots of Halloween and lots of, I mean, just all around. Lori Holt, I've got it all. So if you're looking for a particular bag and you can't find it on my website, let me know and I can help you out with that. I think that's it. I have 3 weeks left of school now. Book fair starts tomorrow. I'm just hoping to take it easy and rest in between classes and not overdo it again so that my doctor doesn't keep me home again. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. I'll be back sooner than later. I'm not going to give you a schedule because life always has surprises for me. And I have learned since I've been diagnosed with autoimmune issues that I just go with the flow and I don't sweat the small stuff. I'm me, and I always do me. And I hope you come back. I hope you subscribe. Please leave a comment if there's any questions or anything you would like to see from me in the future. That will help keep me motivated to get more videos done. So I think that's it for now. And Zan, this video was for you because I know you've been wanting me to do one. And I just finally stepped up to the plate and said, I'm going to get a video done today. So I hope you enjoyed. Have fun stitching, stitch all the things, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.